Welcome back to Lefty Crochets and Mirror Knits. My name is Stephanie. It has been a while again. Obviously it's going to take me a while to get to keep doing this on a regular schedule. I was going to make a video yesterday, but I went to a college ball game over the weekend, missed a few spots. It's not pretty. But first, let me show you what I've been working on. I've been taking advantage of the fact that it's central air conditioning and my crafting is right underneath the vent, so it's been cool enough to continue working on a blanket. This is the book reader's blanket. It's been growing nice. You can see it is 5 strands, held as one, and I keep them separated. I've got 2 yarn bags holding the DKs. I have a little freebie from a knitting magazine I got years ago holding my fingering weight. So it makes a nice 5-strand stash buster that is still a usable blanket in warmer weather. And I'm one of those, I sleep under a blanket pretty much year round until the temperatures get into the hundreds. Then it is way too hot even with air conditioning. Next, I have Lucky, the Bookworm Snake. That is my entry into the Luck of the Draw from Nan's Next Knots. He is getting nice and long. He is going to end up over 5 feet long. Put him off to the side there. I am all caught up at this time. I do have a shawl that I have been knitting on. I've been calling this a spring shawl. It's been in the progress for well over a year, but I've done actually quite a bit in the last month. Bottom up, so I had a very nice long cast on, but the rows are getting shorter, and that's good. It means I can work on it better. Next, I have the project I took with me to the ballpark. Yes, I took my crochet to the ballpark and worked on it before the game began. This actually is team colors. I'm calling it Take Me Out to the Ball Game for obvious reasons. And it's just a corner to corner block stitch. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in 2 different colorways. I believe this one is now discontinued. Next, I have a corner to corner Moss Stitch pattern. This one is also Take Me Out to the Ball Game. This one I started years ago though, and it's actually now too large to take traveling. I've been putting quite a bit from that stitch marker. That shows where I was working on it last time I actually worked on this project. Did this after the game when I got home and I was hurting too much to do anything else. Next, I have this little blanket. Colorway is called Prince. It is knitting. This went with me to a doctor's appointment and made quite a bit of progress. So I am glad that's working up, but this one is pretty much just travel knitting, and that's the only time I do work on it. So this one's not going to be seen again for a while. I don't have any doctor's appointments scheduled at this time. Next, yes, another blanket. This is what I do. This one I just wanted to work on because I did. Hadn't worked on it in a while. Again, corner to corner Moss Stitch, 2 strands held together. This is a Karen Jumbo that I got on clearance I don't know how many years ago. This one is actually a discontinued yarn. This is actually some of my oldest stash, which is why it's going into this blanket. I need it gone. I've had this for well over a decade. Actually, it's been discontinued for well over a decade. But I did finish some things. I took a skein, actually. I decided to see what the Ogos were about, and I had one and decided to work it up and see just what it did. Nice little lovey-sized blanket that's going to be donated to charity. And then I took the left of 2 skeins. I used both cakes to do the border on my giant 12 square blanket. And this is what was left of those cakes, so I put them together. Made another nice little lovey. Again, will be donated to charity. And then I decided to play with yarn. I basically, those spinners from long ago, didn't need one very long, so I just took what was left of one skein and did that. And decided to see what would happen if I deliberately twisted the chain as I was crocheting back flat. And then I saw that it was twisting, made it twist more, made another spinner. And then I wanted to play with some pretty yarn. So I made a washcloth. I have not woven in the ends yet. It's just washcloth, border. And then I was playing with, I've heard it's called the thermal stitch. And these actually are angled because I wanted to see if I could do decreases in it. This actually will be going on either side of my sink, underneath where the soap would go, or underneath where basically I splash. So to keep that from making a mess, and since it's cotton, when they get dirty, wipe everything up, toss it in the wash. That's what I have. I have worked on quite a bit, and I'll see what I have for next time. This is Stephanie with Lefty Crochets and Mirror Knits, and I hope you like it and that you'll come back. Thank you.